Hey guys, Tank here. It says we are waiting for the tank to come on air. Well, I decided to do a special RC talk tonight because I did a live from my office at work for a mail call, and some guys wanted me to do one. So let me invite a couple of people here into the Hangout. Paste, send. And I have to paste it into my Facebook. Please bear with me. In a couple of seconds, somebody else is going to join in also. Are we live? Yes, we're live. Is the audio working? Should be. Yes, the audio is working. Let me see if I can't change microphone and go to this one. And the audio should be a little bit better. There we go. So now I'm actually wearing a wireless microphone just to make the audio a little bit better, hopefully. We have Tony from CCXRC that's supposed to come in. Too many stuff to do. Last minute, I was looking all over the place for my banners. I have banners on the wall, and like this one from my good friend Zimmy, I made those, and I was actually looking for the pile of spare banners that I had that were in a Ziploc. So I almost took the whole, hey Deuce, a long time no talk. Must be getting late where you are. Nice to have you in here. Tony's supposed to jump in, and if you want to jump in the video, you can. I can actually here. I'll post a link here in the video, and you can actually join. It's just like the RC talk that we used to, not RC talk, but chit chat on the Hangout that we used to have. Drone Life RC. Cool. So I post a link if you guys want to click that, and I am about to post it on my Facebook page on the Tank RC. Also, too many things to do. So let me find my Word document that I had all the info on. Then I can do a copy paste. Everybody can join in and watch and have some fun. Tony's still not in. I know he said he had to get his truck out of the garage. So if anybody else wants to join in, they're more than welcome. Post. Photos. So I just put a link on my Facebook page, and I'm about to put it on Google Plus also. Come on. Wow, where did all these pictures come from? It's weird.
Hey, man.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing good. You're all washed out.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch off.
So you were gone helping some people, I think, again, eh?
Yeah, I was down in New Bern, North Carolina after the hurricane had been there. I was there over a 2-week span, several days each week. And yeah, it's pretty crazy what happened down there. I'll tell you what.
Well, a day or two after the hurricane actually left, which was almost a week after it hit, we got hit by a big tornado here. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was down there when I saw your post. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it actually hit. Well, it's in Ottawa and Gatineau, which is not even an hour drive from where I am. It's actually across the river. So we're kind of lucky. We got a lot of wind and a lot of rain and gusts of wind, but we didn't get a quarter of what they got. So let me get something here. If I'm going to make scale banners, I'm going to need this tool, and it's not to pull teeth. So, Tony, you've been working hard at your house, and what have you been building? Let's see that beast of a truck.
Yeah, I got lots of stuff here that I'm working on. Everything's kind of a mess here in the office. And I was thinking that maybe this camera, if I can get it set up right, it won't wash out if I'm pointing down.
Yeah, this is a last minute thing. I messaged Tony. I told him I was going to go live if he wants to show off his camera. Come on with me, and he said sure. I should be home by then. So this is a last minute thing we're doing.
All right, so it looks like I'll be able to not wash out too bad if it's pointing down. Well, this is what I was just getting off the bench. This is the body from Honolulu.
Yep.
And just went ahead and cut it all out, finally got it in. I need to put on plates. Here's what I'm going to do so that I can put Velcro on there. And I'm going to do Velcro on the inside. So that's the plan for that, so I don't have to cut through it. But that's not what you're asking about. The one that you're wanting to see is this one here, which I'm still waiting on a few parts for. Go. Paint pen. So I'm waiting on a couple things because these run bigger axles than what can be used from the well, the tires that come with these, or what most people are running the either the J Concept Tribute wheels or the Pro Line.
Yep.
Ones that they have there, the Brawlers, or with the Devastator or Destroyer tires on it.
Mm-hmm.
But they run a 12mm hex, and because these are larger axles, there's not really a 12mm hex that fits over these because of the rod size coming out of here. So I'm waiting on Josh from Freestyle RC makes a special, his own tribute hub, I guess.
Okay.
And it bypasses the need for having a hex. It literally just will go direct onto the little pin.
Yes.
And lock on, and then your rims will screw onto that instead of onto the hub of the plastic hub that come with them. So anyway, yeah. So this body I got from a guy that makes them on Facebook. So some people will have seen these and know where that's coming from. I guess for purposes of the all of the logoing and the naming and all that, I won't name who's doing them because they're all licensed and all of that. Yeah. So they're not licensed bodies. We'll just say that. But he does a great job putting them together. They look really, really good. And it's just a wrap. But yeah, this is a Freestyle RC chassis. I've been trying to get my hands on one of these for a while, and they're hard to get your hands on. So
why are they hard to get a hands on? Because they're limited.
Yeah, I mean, because he makes them to order, I guess.
Okay.
And you know, I think there's a list, you know, to get one.
Okay.
Because he makes them all, you know, and he builds I mean, there's a lot of components and parts that go into assembly, and from the 3D printing of the motors. He makes all of the sway bars, all of that. Even assembles the sway arms here. So those all come in a kit ready to go. There's just a lot of prep and work that go into them. Like when I got it, it was fully assembled for the most part, with the links already on, and then they're just zip tied together, you know. So I basically just had to screw on the arms for the sway bars. I'm still not 100% sure that I put the right arms on where they go, because there's no directions with them either. Most of it, you know, kind of makes sense, I guess. Just looking at it, all I had to do is I had his axles. So these are the Freestyle RC axles. And this is his Freestyle RC servo saver. Yep. It's spring mounted here. Cool. So that should help. I have two bad servos right now because of bad hits with the big tires and everything. It's,
big tires are bad for servos.
Yep. So
lots of rotation.
My kids ran it in, not even that fast. He ran my Max D into the garage, getting it out, and just clipped the wall going slow and messed up the servo. So they just grab onto things, you know. But anyway, it's a nice little servo saver. We'll see how it does. I've got a couple of them. I think now I've got 3 or 4 of them for all my trucks to put on.
Okay.
The hard thing to get are shocks for these. You can see these are mammoth shocks.
Yep.
So most people are running the old HPI shocks, and they're hard to find. So I found the last pair of these red ones on Amazon at retail pricing. Usually they're marked up if you find them on eBay or whatever. People know what they've got, and you'll spend $80 to $100 for the shocks on them. So,
well, that's the same one I run on my Wheelie King.
Yeah. So they're just tricky to get your hands on. I found some used ones from a guy on the Solid Axle Monster Mayhem group, and I just took the springs off it to give it that, you know, dual look. But I don't want to have double the shock springs on here. So even still, it feels a little bit stiff. So I might just run these air just for looks. And so yeah, we'll see. I left the oil in these that was in them. I'm gonna have to tune it once I get everything on and can actually run it. It has his own transmission, which is also super scale looking as well. But I'm waiting. So as I was working on this tank, I was dropping screws and stuff everywhere, and I realized I needed a Cow RC mat. So I went and ordered one of those, a big one, one of their magnetic mats, the pro ones, and then I also got like udder butter and stuff, and so that's what I'm gonna use on the gears. And so I'm waiting for the udder butter to come in before I put the motor and everything on, because it's completely dry at the moment. And so, but it comes, you know, it's like $150 for the transmission, but everything's all metal, casing, internals, all that. They're really huge and beefy. I didn't think to bring it upstairs. I was working on it with my buddy Jeremy today. We ended up taking it apart because I noticed that the axles weren't sticking out all the way in the rear, and so we had to take it apart and push them the rest of the way through and reseat the bearings and everything so that it was ready to go when I get my wheel and stuff in. Also decided to move in. I'm getting a little bit of rubbing back here with the sway bars hitting the shocks. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of pushes through them.
Yeah. Try to putting spacers on top, longer screws and spacers on top of your shocks.
Yeah, and so that's what I need to do is space them out a little bit, because I don't want to come at an angle out.
Yeah.
I want to keep the shocks as up and straight up and down as I can. And so yeah, I need to space the top of them out, and that should do me. The front ones are fine, but I'll probably space them too just to match. But yeah, hopefully the red springs are going to be the right kind of resistance that I need, because they do look so good with the body on it. So that was a beast to cut out. The bed on this is super thick. I mean, the plastic all together on this is just so thick, and it's a really rigid body, and it was a pain to cut it out in order to fit. So I needed the shocks to be able to come through.
Yeah.
And so I had to cut out the body in order to come back far enough to let that happen. So yeah, it's a really, I mean, the chassis is really something to behold and to see in person. It's got a nice powder coat on it, and I'm probably gonna have to go in here and paint up some of the motor stuff, maybe blacken out the belt here, a couple things on it. I don't know that I'm gonna go and do too much. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
As far as dropping this motor out and how much I'm going to paint it, that could be something I do more, in the future, as the build is completing. And same with the back, basically the fuel fuselage or whatever back here could be painted as well. To be most of them are like a clear, so you can see the fuel in it. So I'd probably paint it some kind of a white or off-white, and maybe even put a line in there to kind of look like there's something in there. But yeah, I mean, excited to have it finally, and we'll see. It's running all like T-Max internals inside of these, so you pay for these, you pay money for these axles. I'll say that.
And do you get the hardware that goes in it also?
No.
So
it's $400 for a set of axles.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it does come with different spacers. You can see I've got the widest ones on right now here because I want a big, wide wheelbase to keep it from tipping over in the corners. I just felt like it'd be more planted that way because it is kind of tall. There's a lot of weight up top here. So I wanted a extended, wheelbase or width. And so I did the widest ones for now. And yeah, it's everything's just machined. I mean, everything's so tight. The clearances are perfect. Just really stellar craftsmanship on all of it. His lockouts even that he makes for these, you get all of it. So you get all the different spacer sizes. You get these lockouts that are,
Is the season finished for you guys for Monster Trucks?
What?
Is the season finished for you guys for Monster Trucks?
No, it's just starting again. So it's like the winter season right now.
Cool.
Yeah, so the winter season, there's a race next weekend, and then there's another one at the end of the month. So hold on one second. I'm going to mute for 1 minute.
Yeah, Green Force RC says that your truck is looking good.
I wanted to pull the
Green Frog RC, which is
video up and see if people were talking too. So
yeah,
if anybody had any questions, but yeah, overall, I've got my tires for it already. I'm putting the ones. The unfortunate thing is, I took apart my son of a digger build that you saw.
Okay.
With the metal chassis because I thought these axles were going to go on that, and then I was able to get my hands on one of these. And I had to build it. So
okay.
I ended up moving the axles over to this because it was actually going to present some problems. I was going to have to make all my links and everything in order for it to work with that chassis. And nothing was working out easy. And so when I got this, everything just worked out. It was made for these axles. Everything worked great. And so I gave away a lot of the parts of my my other truck, the axles I gave away. I gave away the sway bars. I gave away the shocks and stuff like that. Somebody that was doing a build, and so now I'm gonna have to rebuild that truck because it was a cool truck.
Yeah.
But so I have to get some axles. I needed metal ones anyway, so I'll probably get the Vanquish AR60 axles or something to put under that truck. It needed something decent. But yeah, the other than that, I've got a Mamba Max system for it, censored the Mamba Monster X. It's the 1/8 scale waterproof system for it.
Okay.
I don't remember. So I got a kit. Let me see here. I've got it over here. See if it says what one I got. It's paired with the 2650 kV motor. So that'll allow me to run some power through it.
Oh yeah. Well, especially with those big ones, you're gonna need them.
Yeah. So it's running the same wheels as all the other SMT10s and all that, but this one just the chassis can handle and the axles because it's running all the Emax or T-Max and all those internals, the diff and all that.
Yeah.
So that was an extra cost once you get this. That's what we were saying before is once you get the system here, then the axles, you still have to buy the internals and you have to cut them to fit. And so I still need to get center drive shaft for an Emax to go on here, or E-Revo that is going to go. That's what they've kind of built it to run.
Steve O.D. has 2 questions. The first question is about a rally car. So he's looking for a 200 millimeter kit for a rally car. So the only one I know that's very good for rally and that people are building rally cars with them is the TT02 from Tamiya, which they have some kits that are rally cars with the body and all that and the proper tires. So the TT02 to me is a perfect kit for, and the way they have the bell crank and the steering on top there, it's very good. They don't get caught on the rocks, and you can actually play with the suspension also. So there's a lot of upgrades for those. So because he says his group is starting a rally car group, so they're looking into that. And another question is for you, Tony. Question, Tony. How do I win races? Starting my first monster truck race in a few days. So how does he win races with his monster truck?
In Michigan, I don't know, man. Those are the guys that are always winning. Should ask those guys. All the Michigan racers are the ones at the races I've been to that are always killing it. So they've that's where the what is it, there's a race team from there that makes parts and all that. Starts with this.
Your 540 can that you're going to be putting there, that brushless motor, does it actually slide into that 3D printed motor?
Nope. No, it sits below it. So when the transmission actually fills this whole area from top to bottom here, there's a plate for the batteries and a plate in the bottom, and the transmission sits all the way in there, and it screws in top and bottom to keep it nice and solid. And the motor sits at the top, so it'll hide right underneath the I'm blocking it, but right underneath all this. And then I'll wire up to the top here, and I'll hang the Mamba X on the back wall there, double side tape, and my receiver will probably go up there. I mean, I'd love to put the receiver in the back in this tray. It's perfect for it, this box, but it's kind of a long reach for everything else, the servo and all that, which the servo I got is a ProTech 150T. It's their torque series. And so it's like on 7.4 volt, it's like 480 inches of torque at like 0.08 seconds. So it's pretty fast, and it's got quite a bit of torque. I was looking at getting the Sabox 1270, which is their torque, monster torque, and it's actually cheaper than this one, and it's pretty comparable actually. This one just had a metal case and all that, some other things, and they had it in stock, so I went with this. It was a little bit more money, but haven't really done much with ProTech. I have another ProTech sitting over here that's going to go on sticker bomb.
Okay.
Give it a try. It is not nearly as much torque power or any of that, but it was like $50, so I thought it was worth it at least to try. And I'm gonna take the waterproof one out.
Kagan says in the chat that servo extension leads are an easy answer.
Yeah, I mean that's an option. I do have those in some of my trucks. So, I mean, the other option is trying to make like a seat or cockpit thing here, maybe kind of cover that over, all that stuff, and just hide it. Then, yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
I haven't really made up my mind on exactly what I'm going to do there. But the easy thing to do is just mount. I mean, all of the stuff. So your batteries here, your ESC's pretty much got to go here, unless I put it. I guess I could put it back here with like a fake fan on it or something. I've seen people do that. They 3D printed a fan, so it looks like a radiator type thing here. Not a radiator, but yeah, just a vent. And then they mount their ESC on the back of that, so it kind of looks.
Now, you're going to run that on 3S or 4S, or what are you going to run that on?
3S probably.
Okay.
It can handle 4. I think it'd be stupid not trying to break it, you know. And I think it'll have plenty of speed with that motor system and everything if I gear it right. And I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if if I'm allowed to run 4. I have to see. ZRP, thanks, Steve OD. That's it. I knew it was Z. I couldn't get my brain around it. But they make some awesome stuff, and those guys can run. I'll tell you what. Cool. Yeah, so this has been taking up time. We also mostly finished up. I need to get some grub screws. This is the other project that you've seen, but nobody else really has. I think in the live here I was working on the body, and so we've got this kind of put back together and looking all right.
Cool.
So we've got all this internals mounted up, and so I'm gonna knock these nubs off the top here and off the rear.
And you're just gonna use Velcro?
And yeah, just use Velcro for the body. Yep. That's the plan, at least. So, and I think I want blacked out rims. And I don't know if these tires look right either for this particular truck. So it's just that's, cosmetic stuff I'll take care of. But Jeremy took basically what I had as a parts bin and he put it together for me. The shocks seem a little soft. They're already fully compressed.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to actually hold the body.
Just the battery here is compressing these shocks quite a bit, so we'll have to probably put some more oil in there, different oil. But yeah, so I just went to the forward mount that Axial provides the kit for. And this frame here really works for this body well. I'll get the seats mounted up in here, and cool. Yeah, just made some little trays today to just kind of put electronics on, and got a weight in the back. So I got this actually from RC Crawler Workbench. This truck I think it was ready to run.
Oh yeah.
And I just scabbed some parts from it for the mud truck build that I needed, like the bottom plate. And so now this one's running a Delrin plate on the bottom. And then I started, once I decided, so I had this body for a while and decided, hey, if we can rebuild that truck, then I'll go ahead and get this body ready for use.
Did you try it on the trail yet?
No, I don't have the I'm missing grub screws that go through here to hold the drive shafts in. So until I go and get some of those or order up some, I don't know where they are. So, and I need to get one of the actual mounts for the front bumper here. because I just kind of made one. I took the one that was there, just the flat piece, and I just bored out some holes through it on a drill press in order to run these through. It was supposed to mount onto the frame rails here, but it just didn't work. There was absolutely no way that you could align it and have it work. It was really strange. So, yeah. So we just had to do this for now until I get the actual kind in there and get it done right. But
thanks, Steve OD.
Yep, that's the other one of the other projects that's been ongoing. And then I've got another monster truck I'm working on, the Terminator Cloudbuster Axle one. But what are you doing?
Well, tonight I received some mail, so I'm going to be doing some channel stickers, some banner.
Oh, making new banners?
One of my banner that I run on top of my scale garage actually got taken off by one of my truck, and I can't remember which one, but I was tweaking the servo and motor, and the truck just took off on me and actually climbed the wall and actually tore all the banners off the wall. So I don't know what it had against my banners, but like this is the one that took out with a whole bunch of different ones. So this one came out, Sato Rodas came out, RCF PV Vids came out, Zimmy, and the Sims. So
got to remount them all?
Yeah, I'm going to remount them, but I also found my pile of stickers that I built. And these are one I actually made myself. So here's another one of the Sims. Here's the Scale Freak, or scalefreak.com. Axial. So I made a whole bunch of different ones. Scale Builders Guild, there's Traxxas. So I made a whole bunch of different ones, but I'm going to take some of them off and actually, there's this one. Yes, it's a nice banner, but that's one I printed myself on the shipping labels. It turns out pretty good. It does a good job, but I got other ideas now. So I do have two blank ones, but I did clean off two of the ones that I had that channel or whatever doesn't exist anymore. And I did put some rivets on here. So let's go ahead and do Steve OD. So this stuff is pretty simple in the sense that this material is like leather on one side, but on the other side it's like a fabric. So you buy this at the store where you buy fabric or whatever, and it comes in a big sheet. So this is like, it came like 3 feet by 3 feet. So on one side it's like a fabric, on the other side it looks like leather, but it's not real leather. And you buy it and you cut it as per size. So this is where I actually cut Tony's. Tony's was the last one I cut out of here, and it was a perfectly little square. So, and for me, the scale banners, I actually cut them 4 inches. So 2 inches by 4 inches. That's what I figured around that actually makes sense, and it looked good. So I got the letter here from Steve OD. Let's see if it fits onto my banner. Maybe we can put them up. I think it should fit pretty good. We'll keep the envelope for the address so I can send him some. Yeah, might have to cut it a bit, but it should be okay. Somebody sent them a screenshot. So, yeah, you just read that too?
Oh.
Because when I did the letter reveal, I kind of went like this. I got a letter from him. So there's my address, and then there's his. So I know that Steve OD gives it to a bunch of people. So no problem for addresses and email and all that. So
if it
becomes a problem, let me know and I'll take it off air, or We'll figure something out. But there's Steve O.D. sticking up just a little bit, but it's not that bad. Maybe I can modify the channel stickers. I butchered your stickers, Steve O.D. Actually, I made it look good. I made it look better because now it's on a banner. Here we go.
So we were working all day on my stuff, and that's a bummer because now all my tools are in the garage. I'm trying to put this together.
You were working in the garage with it?
Yeah, we were working outside. It was so nice this morning. We pulled it outside. There was a nice breeze blowing, and pulled out my little tent that I take to the racetrack and kind of set up.
I was wondering where that sticker went. So at the same time I received the Axiomatic stuff, I did receive some stickers from Wayne and Company. So Wayne Kibler's Adventure and Honolulu stickers. I can do a Honolulu banner. Perfect size, 2 inches. Look at that.
That is perfect.
See what kind of mess I can do.
Mm-hmm. Steve, I'm putting together the Pirates 2, man. I know you want to see it.
So how many monster truck are you going to have?
Well, my next goal is I don't know if you've seen, but Losi has a new 5T 2.0 coming out.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got my eyeballs on.
So
well,
that truck you got there is pretty new.
Which one?
The one you're working on.
Brand new. Brand new.
And how come you have it apart?
Because it came as a roller.
Okay.
And so I have to add some components to it. So I took apart one of the other cars, one of the Cheetah cars. So they had these nice big motors. 2500 kV motor here. JLB Racing. Brushless. Things are so sweet. There's so much power. Though I would do this probably in the ZRD, except I want to be able to do control on it. And so with the Castle system, I could hook it up to my phone or my computer, and I can dial in the settings and throttle controls. I don't have anything. I guess these are Hobby Wing, and so I guess I could get whatever their reader is and try and do something to make adjustments on these.
Okay.
These ESCs that are running here, or I could just get a couple of these motors and get an ESC that I could, Mamba X. Then I can at least run the controls on the ESC. But I didn't think I'd like doing that or be interested in it, but once I did it, I was hooked with the Castle link.
Cool. I have Wayne Kibler's RC Adventure banner. I'm going to have to put some rivets. I'm going to just punch it for tonight, and because when you punch these, it makes a lot of noise, and I don't think my wife is going to like it because she's sleeping right now. So happy wife, happy man. So for now, we're just going to do a hole with this. And later we'll put the rivet in there. And we'll just do 2 holes for now. Oh no, let's do all 4. Let's not be lazy about it.
Speaking of making the wife mad, when I was dremeling this body out, and I woke the wife up, and she came in, and she was not too happy that I was drilling it out. That body actually looks pretty sweet on this truck.
Yeah, it does. Don't get any ideas now. You're just going to wreck it if you leave it there.
Yep. Yep. Originally, when I got this Honolulu one, I was going to put it onto one of my DHK bodies. And, well, that looks pretty good on here, too.
Mm-hmm. As Steve O.D. says, my tool looks vintage. Yes, it is.
It looks like a belt punch.
It comes from the father-in-law. Well, this is for working on real leather. So it's a punch. So,
yep. Put holes in your belts and all that.
Yep. So the father-in-law, when they sold his house, gave me a whole bunch of stuff, and he said, "Do you need that?" I said, "I can always use it." I got a whole bunch of stuff in the shed that used to belong to him. But I think it's seen better days. Because it punches it, but not all the way through. That's okay. I have a knife. Seems to be just one little area that's being temperamental. There we go. I got 4 banners done. Now I'm just got to worry about if it all fits within where I want to put them. Steve O.D., Honolulu, Wayne Kibler, and Axiomatics. Vintageous quality, he says. And this is not made in China. It's actually written made in England. So it's pretty rare that you find stuff that's actually made in England nowadays. Everything is made in China. Cool. And I was going through my envelopes and I saw this thing that I got. It comes all the way from Australia. Jack had a draw one time which had a bunch of power stuff. So he actually sent it off to me. So I just found it. So shot coil 300. So I think that's my heaviest right now. And we have Steve O.D. in the house. So, Steve O, do you approve of the banner?
Yes, sir. Looks good.
Should I put yourself in the center instead of CCXRC?
Oh, no, Tony earned that spot.
How come I can't hear nobody?
Can you hear me?
No, your audio is not working. I cannot hear you. So these will receive rivets, but for now, they're just going to go up on my wall with the rest of them. So I wonder if I should put Honolulu beside Wayne Kibler or put CCXRC, Wayne Kibler, and then I got Axiomatics and Steve O.D. Or put Steve O.D. with Axiomatics. Now maybe they're going to fight against each other. This one is my old one. I might not put that one again. It's my trail, my RC trail. I got way too many. It makes them too long. Guess I'm going to have to use it because now it's not centered anymore. I might have to do a third row. Bring everything down and do a third row. These guys there, that guy there. And I did find some nice gold rope. Yeah, he's real quiet. I don't know. Nobody wants to talk to me. Tony went somewhere. I don't know where. So I'm the only one here talking to myself. Not really to myself. I'm talking to you guys. So Honolulu and Wayne, do you want to be together or separate? Which one do you guys want? Or that doesn't matter? Trying to do a knot. Kind of tricky to do a knot with that rope. I don't want to do a sliding one either.
Can you hear me now?
Is TOD working now?
All right, can you hear me now?
Oh, barely. Very, very, very low.
Very low.
All right. Sorry about that.
I can hear that. TOD's trying to come on, but his audio is not working for some odd reason.
All right, I ran and grabbed a few tools from the garage.
So, Tony, do you want to be beside Honolulu or beside Wayne?
Oh, there, both of them. That looks pretty good.
So, I'm going to have to do a third row. That means I got to find more thumbtacks somewhere. I think I got some in my office.
Just pile over mine with some other ones like Traxxas and all that. Cover it right over.
Oh, yeah?
Put all this.
I just put it in there, and then when I'm going to hang it, it's just going to hang it. Oh, you got a box of goodies? What'd you get? What'd you get? Goodies?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I grabbed the wrong box. These are like plugins and all that for like XT fixies.
Okay.
Cover them over. That's some of my Venom stuff. I meant to grab the box that had my monster truck stuff in it. Grabbed the wrong one. Oh well.
Steve-O, try unplugging your microphone from your phone and just try without the
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I swapped. For some reason, that Bluetooth one only works when it wants to. I got a Bluetooth set, and it only seems to work when it wants to. I don't know. It's got a mind of its own.
Temperamental. It's like a woman.
Very much.
It's a union job for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I decided to put you beside the Axiomatics.
Okay, good man, good man.
I'll keep the two lovebirds together.
Hey, that's Earl's dad. That's not my daddy. That's Earl's daddy.
That's
I swear he's bought him a whole stampede with everything he keeps sending.
Yeah, I know that. That's just crazy.
He's got a body from Honolulu now that he's buying and sending to her and then getting shipped to him. I'm like, damn, I'm going to send you my Christmas list.
Well, the So the body that Honey Lulu did, it's not for him. It's for.
No, that one is for him, but he's buying whatever. He's gonna buy him a new body for his Stampede and have Honey Lulu dip it in the colors he wants.
Oh, cool.
So.
As much as I like it and I find it cool, I'm gonna pass on the dipping.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It depends what your style is.
Yep.
But I mean,
I like it.
Yeah, I like it for sure.
But I was trying to get the. I was actually looking at getting a Rustler before they released the new one.
Okay.
But I could not find it with that rock and roll splatter paint job anywhere.
Really? I have one with the box and everything, a rock and roll one.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Well, now they got the new one coming out. It's like, meh. Let's just wait and see.
Yeah, I got that puppy ordered too.
What are you gonna do with a Rustler?
What, a Rustler 4x4?
No, it's Tony.
Arms? What do you mean? That's what I'm gonna do with it.
What are you gonna do with it, Tony? Jeez.
Break A-arms on it. Guarantee it.
One thing is, when are you going to take one of those monster truck and send them flying like 15 feet in the air and do backflips with them?
Probably as soon as he gets that freestyle one done, that one could take it.
Yeah, that's probably the first one I got that'll take that kind of abuse. All right, man. Steve-O, it's on, man. It is starting.
Uh-oh.
That's a massive shocks on that rig.
You're telling me, man.
Yeah, that's why I want to see that thing run, because it's so damn beefy.
Well, shoot.
That's made by who, Tony, that truck?
ZD Racing.
Okay.
I got to figure out what is what on this now. What's channel 1, channel 2, channel 3 on this receiver?
Channel 1's always your steering.
Yeah, 1 to turn, 2 to burn.
Yep. They don't have a bind plug on this. It looks like there's a button, so that's why it's weird.
That's strange.
Yeah. Fly Sky. Good old Fly Sky.
Kagan wants a link. Kagan wants a link. Green Frog RC. I'm going to have a hard time remembering that Green Frog RC is actually Kagan.
Yeah, we have so many friends that are obsessed with the color green.
Yeah, that's true, eh?
I like it. Green Frog RC. I dig it.
Oh, yeah. Tank, I hit my 1,000K today.
Your what?
1,000 subs. I hit it today.
Ah, cool. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
That was quick, man.
Yeah, on the first was 8 months. I was trying to hit it in the first year, so we're ahead of schedule.
Cool. Email sent, Kagan.
I used the link that you had in the beginning of the chat.
Yeah. There's something that works, but for some others, when they're on their cell phone or whatever, it sometimes doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to start learning how to use a computer. I've only worked off this iPad the whole time. I got to start learning how to use that computer. I don't even know what side to hit of the mouse, right or left, 1 click or 2 clicks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not good with tech.
I'm running out of USBs.
Ooh, this oil looks pretty nasty.
Boom.
Good old green frogs here.
How's it going, man?
Hey, Green Frog, you're all sideways.
All right. Better?
Oh, now you're sideways the other way.
Is that Sasquatch? What is that? Is that Keegan?
Yeah, it's me.
Jack, I'm looking for your email right now to send you a link. Oh, Steve O.D. is going to get that YouTube money, he says.
Yeah, right. What, $2 a month?
That's about right.
Post on the stickers.
Yeah, it'll pay for the next batch of stickers in the next year.
I'm not sure which one's your email again, Jack. I can't find it. Does it start with Brubaker? Full house on the stream. Oh no, you can have 9 people, or yeah, I think it's 9 people in the stream.
I thought we had 10 before.
Yeah, it's 9 or 10. I can't remember.
Oh, shit.
That's funny, Jack. You put a picture up on RCFPV vids. It's throw your boat gently in the water, in the lake.
Nice.
Funny. I'm just trying to figure out what your email is, Jack, because I thought I had it in here, but I don't see it.
Not sure what these screws go to, but we're going to go ahead and just use them. I think they're to here. Oh, well.
Oh, jeez.
That's why I need a CCXRC mat with all the dividers.
Oh, yeah?
I hear that.
Yeah, the magnetic one.
Yeah, I finally ordered one. Been wanting one for years.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Last
much
build,
is it
I
worth?
was like, you know what? I'm getting one.
Did you get the XL?
No, I got, because those are the roll-up ones, right?
I'm not sure.
I got the hard mat one, but it's like 30 inches by 24.
Okay.
I think the XL is 36 inches. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got one of the hard ones, the rigid ones.
Hey, you guys know RC Sparks' Bumblebeast? Have you ever seen that car? Well, his buddy is the one that airbrushed it, and then Bloodshot Eye, and his name's Ryan. Like, I talked to him back and forth. I watch his channel,
Nice.
and he contacted me and told me I was winner chicken dinner the other day, and won some of his RC badges. So I'm not sure what the badges are. Probably stickers.
Well, never know.
Cool, man.
Might be a little placard just stick on there or something.
Yeah, I like his channel. He does good work.
Oh, yeah. Did he do that hauler for him, too?
Yep. He did that hauler.
That's beautiful looking.
Grand hauler.
Yep.
or King Hauler. I think his was the King Hauler because Axomatic and that's my RC, the guy named Ron. They both got the Grand Hauler. And I was like, oh, okay, you guys are doing the Grand Hauler. I was like, maybe I'll get one. I looked at it. Them things were over $550 for the kit. I was like, oh, I don't know about that. And then the bed of them was like $260, $270 for the bed too.
And then there's hop-ups, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find the guys that I'm going to be racing the monster trucks with. They also have a rally car racing thing that I joined, and the MO5 is in one class that Jägermeister just did. I got to get rally wheels for it, and then I want to get one more, and I figured I might as well do one that I can use if I got to do a build for the build up this month. So I'm trying to find a rally, like a TA02 or TT02.
The Subaru one, right? That one looks good.
Something, yeah, but something's it's gotta be kind of, it can't be real expensive because I gotta buy that, that Ruffler this month. So I'm already spending, $400. So it's gotta be like under $200. Which I did see a few nice ones for like $160.
Yeah.
I seen this one on it was a TA02 and it was a 96 Mustang Cobra body on eBay. But the guy, he wanted $160 for it, but then he wanted $70 for shipping. So it's a little too much.
That makes it break the bank right there, huh?
Yep.
Must be insuring it or something.
Well, it says it's a vintage. All right. Well, vintage, it's like a 96 Cobra. That's not that vintage to me.
Right.
Ah, shoot.
We're becoming vintage.
Yeah, in a decade or two.
There, finally got Jack's email finally sent.
Nice.
So he should be popping in soon.
I see the guitar.
Oh, he's driving again. He's in his car. He's always in his car, that guy.
Going, guys.
You live in that car?
Steve-O. Kagan.
Hey.
I was privileged this morning.
I just got back from the lake.
Oh, yeah?
Did you see the picture? I posted a picture of the boat, throwing the boat in the lake.
Throw your boat in the river?
Yeah, it's gently in the lake.
So I was privileged this morning. I was talking to Jack while he was still in bed.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully
You woke me up.
Hopefully over the phone.
How did I wake you up? You're the one that did it first.
Yeah, I was stirring him up.
Yeah. I did a live video right after work. So he says a live video about mail, Frank.
one mail from Steve-O.
Yeah, and I was feeling bad. I was like, shit, I should have made him a letter or something. He's making this a lot more than it could have been. He's going to open it up and see a sticker.
No. If you had done that, Steve-O, mate, he'd be there all day reading it.
I did look in it. I was looking at it, and I was going, where's the letter? Where's your letter?
I seen you checking.
Even Wayne Kibler and they see, like, thanks for the support. And Wayne. So like,
I did that one time, and then I got a bunch of comments saying, hey, I didn't get a note in my sticker. Hey, I didn't get a note in mine.
Yeah, it was quite funny, actually.
Yeah.
When I saw his head as the thumbnail, I thought, okay.
Yeah, I'm holding up the letter.
Hey, I know. You just love getting there, Tank.
Oh, people love to see my face.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're doing RCing, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. The shit's there, me anyway. Impact you're getting. Hey, Tony.
How's it going?
How are you?
I am well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just working on RCs. I got so many to work on right now. It's just trying to get everything done.
Until your next job, huh?
Yeah, till I'm trying to get everything I can done before I have to head out again.
Yeah.
Where you gotta go to next?
Probably Cuba.
Oh yeah.
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Jack Deuce 100 was in the chat earlier. You missed him.
Was he? Geez, I haven't spoken to Rich for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd like to speak to me anyway, mate.
I think I'm gonna have to do some RC chat in the middle of the day just to get some people, some other countries in here.
Right.
Yeah. R.I.P. effigy, mate.
What did you say? You're gonna send me your effigy?
No, I said R.I.P. effigy.
I told you I'd pay for shipping.
Yeah.
We don't get those cars here. Actually, the one I really wanted was the other one, the one you had.
Actually, I seen one of the Facebook groups. I saw one of the Utes, but they didn't have the motor on it. It was nice though. They actually did their own paint job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was thinking, should I? But it looks better with the motor hanging out.
Yeah, the one I really loved was the one that you had with the motor sticking out and they had the belt in front of the motor. That was nice.
Yeah, the VE. Yeah, the VE Commodore. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it just looks so real, mate. You know, you gotta actually see it, you know, in person.
Yeah.
You know, the way that they did it and stuff. But the only problem with that is the pulley. You can't muck around with the pulley on that thing. If you can't, you gotta keep loosening as you keep driving it. You got to keep loosening the pulley, otherwise the belt gets too tight.
Okay.
And it just cogs up everything. It just doesn't move. You got to keep just little turns.
You talking about an actual
Well,
car?
No, it was it was an RC.
Okay.
Go on my channel, you'll see them. If you type in, I think it was a GV VE Commodore or Ute or something, you'll see the motor sticking out of the bonnet, the actual motor.
It was a neat car, and you can only get those in Australia.
Yeah, I can't look. I've tried eBay but some of these Facebook groups here, people are selling. I saw one guy selling an A9X, but he painted it himself. But it's a shocking paint job. It just ruins the whole car. No, because the A9X Brock came with red and white and all the sponsors, and because it's a Bathurst car. But this guy completely ruined it, and these, I don't know what he's done. Is that the paint job? He reckons it's a custom paint job, but to me, it looked terrible. Completely ruined it. It's got nothing on it. Nothing at all. No decals, no nothing.
Sorry about the noise. I'm trying to move things around to put the banner up on the wall.
Okay, can you upload a video, mate? Mower.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, it's a bunch of goats eating my grass for me.
That's your first upload, yeah?
Yep. Today.
I'll have to have a look at it later on.
Appreciate it. I'll actually have to shoot something decent this weekend.
Yeah, no worries. I'll check it out. So anyway, I ran the boat today. I'll do a video. I'll do some editing. There's no fancy editing on this video. It's just I put my old... what I do is on my remote, I put Velcro but I used to have a mount that's got the GoPro like kind of case. And what I do is I've got this really good Velcro. It's like steel, this stuff. And I Velcroed the action camera. I just put it underneath the remote. There's some shots I'll probably cut out because I didn't actually turn as the boat was going. This boat, I taped it up. You see the picture on the that I posted. I taped it up, but geez, a lot of water gets in it. But for $90, done all right.
Yeah.
I put a bigger battery in it. It actually comes with it's a brushed I think it's a 550 motor. I think it's a 30 amp ESC. Same as my Hydro. It's exactly the same as my Hydrotech, but my Hydrotech had an Outrunner, 1800 kV, brushless. But for a brush boat, hey, it did all right. But I put a bigger battery because it comes with a stock 3S 1300, and you're not going to get much runtime with that. So I just chucked in one of my plain batteries, which is a 2200, 3-cell. So, and I flipped it a couple of times, and it's because it self-rights and stuff. But geez, a lot of water got in this thing. I'm gonna have to probably epoxy or something, maybe hot glue some spots.
Is it a jet boat?
Once I opened that canopy, the water just gushed out. Now, once you flip it, that's the problem. When they flip, you're gonna get more water. There's, obviously there's, they're cheapies.
Yeah.
So it's some cracks here and there, and water gets in there, and that was completely, it was just completely up to the top. And when I opened it up, I felt how heavy it was when I came out of the water, and I knew straight away. I opened the top of the canopy and just turned it over, and water just came out everywhere. So I'm going to have to go over it and have a look. But look, for $90, it done. And plus the lake was choppy, so it was jumping all over the joint and flipping and stuff. And usually the lake there, it's not too bad, but it was kind of windy and stuff. It was a bit choppy. If it was a bit smoother, it'd be all right. But nah, it did all right.
I had mine.
I can't complain for $90. For $90, I can't. I mean, that Hydrotech that I had, I got that from Hobby King. That was like I think it was about $223. Same boat, just different motor. The brushless.
So
this
Jack,
thing was,
I think how to get a stuck pinion gear off. I cannot
drill it out.
Heat it up.
I mean, I got the grub screw out. It's just stuck on the.
Can you heat the shaft up too? Maybe with your soldering iron or something. Not too hot, but.
You got any try just squirt it with WD-40 or CRC, whatever.
Yeah,
see if that works.
Gotta use your muscles.
So Jack, that boat motor you're gonna do, the video you're gonna do, is it gonna be in slow-mo?
I've actually filmed it in 1080 at 60 frames a second. Now, I'll give people tips. If you're going to do slow motion, Tony knows this. Don't need to tell him. If you're going to do slow motion, film at a higher frame rate and then just drop it down. I noticed that your videos, you did some really good slow motions on that ramp. That was a beauty, mate. But that's the problem. You could get what's called double framing or whatever, when it doesn't look, it jolts and whatever. That's because it's filmed at a lower frame. But if you film at a higher frame rate and then add your slow motion, it becomes a lot smoother. So, hey, Steve, you film in 60 frames a second. And then when you go to edit, do all your editing, do your slow motion, and then go to render in half. So go to 30 frames a second. And you'll find it's a lot smoother.
Sweet. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. And if I film in 120 frames, it's even better. The higher the frame rate, and then you drop it, it comes out a lot smoother.
Makes sense.
I'll do probably some, so people see how it runs normal, and I'll do the ones where it goes, when it's jumping and stuff like that, I might do some slow motions on those jumps.
You put jumps in water?
No, when it goes over the choppy wakes, you know, when I was going over the wake, when I was spinning around, going back over,
And pulling your
it was the boat was just jumping. So I'll see if I can. The only problem is it's just this is not with my good cameras, which is not, it's going to be further out. It's the problem. So I'll try to get some shots that are closer to where I am instead of going all the way out, because you can't. All you just see is just water, really, and a bit of.
You happy?
Yeah, I know. It's my old name. I saw that when I when I clicked on the video.
There's
And guess what color it is, Steve-O? It's green.
Yeah.
Had to be green.
Okay.
Here's my banner wall.
Sweet.
ORC, Reno Boys, GCM.
Man, look at the size of that CCXRC sticker. It's too big.
Well, it was the size that he sent me.
That's too big, mate. I've actually got. I think I got that. I've got him on about 3 cars, I think, because he sent me. I remember years ago he sent me all these stickers. They were small, different sizes. I've got him on my buggy, my yellow buggy. I've got him. I think I got him about 2 stickers on that buggy, my VW. I've got the big sticker on my slash on the top, and I think I've got one on my Dakar. They're all over the place, Tony.
Nice. Nice.
So
I only send the big ones now. That way, people are forced to put a huge on their trucks.
That's my chain block.
I'm kidding.
And I'll show you what's holding my chain block for my hooks. It's actually this.
Present. I can't see it.
Batteries?
Yeah, just old batteries. That's holding the. I am presenting, Jack. It's either that you got to hit my little thumbnail to actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So it's.
Oh, yeah.
Just a bunch of battery leads that's holding my, and it looks like a chain block. But when I zoom out, it looks like chain block.
Sweet.
I think he's getting ready for war. Cool.
I saw. I was in the first time I was in that. Your mate Steve-O, is it Axomatic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That body's just unreal. What she done with that?
Oh, honey Lulu. Tony's got a body from her.
Yeah, I've already seen Tony's. I saw Tony's when we camped. I think it was. I can't remember, last week or something we camped. But I saw that one, the Axomatic spot. That's just that's unreal.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but not my style.
Yeah, like I said in the chat thing, I said to him, she should maybe just start her own little business.
Yeah, she does. She is. That's why I always mess around and say I'm her manager, because she always asks me, what should we do? I'm like, well, let's post it up on social media. Get a couple of them out there, and then people will know what you can do, and then you can take orders.
Sell them on eBay. Go on eBay or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trouble with dipping and the way she does it is you never know what you're going to get. But if you're willing to get that, then it's fine. Because you can't promise, okay, you'll have more green or you'll have more orange or you'll have this. She can try to do her best, but you never know what you're going to get when you're idle dipping.
That's the fun in it.
Yes.
That looked really good. I like that, the colours in that one. That looked really good. Once he puts like light buckets or something in it, I don't know what else he's going to put. He's going to put decals instead or whatever. But I actually like the colours of that.
Have you seen Pit Dog Hydro? Any of his work?
Yep.
Yeah, I started ordering films so I can start doing that type of hydro dipping. You actually it's a process with spray, and it's pretty easy to do. I mean, it looks amazing, like the guy's like a wizard, but really, it's not that hard to do.
You got to use chemicals or anything, or you just dip it in water still?
You use warm water. They say warm water, and then you lay the sheet in there once you cut it in that, and then you spray this activator on it. You let the activator sit for about a minute, and then you go in with the body at a 45-degree angle, and you have the spots that you don't want the hydro dip print on. You got that masked off. So when you hydro dip it down, you get that print on the open areas, and then you pull off and then paint on the other areas, whatever colors you want.
Okay.
So, but hey, Jack, what you're talking about with that frames per second, my only option when I download is either it says 1080 or 760. Like, it doesn't give me like 1080 60,
What software?
1080 30.
What software you use?
I work off an iPad. So
I'm not too sure how iPads work, mate.
Tony knows about them, I think.
Surely there's got to be you can change the frame rates.
In iMovie, you can.
An iMovie, there you go. You got iMovie?
Yeah,
Steve-O?
that's what I use. I use iMovie, so I'll have to
Yeah,
look
but you have to
around
do
on
the
it.
slow-mo in it. So you have to shoot it at 1080 60, and then you can slow-mo up to 50%. And there'll be frames for that.
Yeah.
But you got to start your program with a stock piece that's 1080 30. That way your timeline will take on that 1080 30.
Because when I use it in
you have to cheat,
iMovie,
basically.
when I use it in iMovie, I can cut up a part of a video that I want slow-mo, and then hit the timer thing, and I can extend it, half speed, quarter speed, real slow. But I never picked like what
under your settings
second.
for your phone, or for your what are you shooting it on, your phone or your GoPro?
Now the GoPro, yeah.
So your GoPro can shoot it at 1080. Well, it can shoot it at 1080, like 240 or something like that. It can go really fast, depending on the GoPro you have. But I mean, if you shoot it at 1080 60 on there, then you have to create a project, and so just shoot like 5 seconds of black or something on your iPad at 1080 30, and then use that as your first video clip, and it should build the project based on that 1080 30 clip, and then add in all the stuff that you want from the GoPro at 1080 60, and then delete the little black clip you had at the beginning. That should work. I mean, it should work. I can't guarantee, but that's a lot of times the Apple stuff is based on whatever your first clip you put in is what it bases your timeline off of.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like Apple stuff. Just use Windows.
Well,
So
looks like there's a guy in the chat, Louis, says he has 2 bodies from Pit Dogger Hydro.
Yeah, Lewis LPRC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got I've seen his X-Max body, and it's like he's got two X-Max bodies. The Chucky, the little murder doll Chucky. He's got one of that one, and I think the other one's Freddy Krueger or something.
I think that's based on a real doll, My Pal doll.
Oh, My Buddy?
My Buddy, yeah. That's what it was. My Buddy.
Yeah, I'm looking at his thumbnails right now, see if I can see it, but it's probably an older video. Savage XS Flex. I have a Savage also. Oh, looks like he's got Traxxas UDR.
Yep. He hasn't ran it yet, but he's got every single hot racing upgrade you can get on it.
Yeah, looks like it. Talking about the Traxxas Fortec.
Yeah, it's before the Vortex stuff.
You still have an RC talk tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll still do the RC talk tomorrow. I didn't have nothing to do tonight. So I decided to do this for the hell of it. And plus, people like it, and they like working and tinkering on their car and listening to you guys talk about RCs and me talking about RCs. So you guys make the show more than anything when you show up and start talking in here.
I saw an interesting video the other day. I'm not going to name the person what channel, but I kind of agreed with what he said.
Oh, it was me then.
No, it's not you, mate.
It's probably me.
I don't need to name you, do I?
Well, you said you agreed with them, so I just figured.
Nah, but I kind of agreed what he said. He said that little channels really can't really grow, especially people that can't afford new RCs and stuff. And you're getting people that are, their channels are growing because they're either reviewing new RCs or buying them or getting them, sponsors are sending them to them and stuff. So I kind of agreed with what he said. So,
I completely agree with that. Just like the GoPro 7 came out. If you're the first one that comes out with a GoPro 7, people are going to be looking for that video. And if you're the first one, first hit, you're going to get all those hits.
Yeah, but there is one thing you can do. Couple of my best videos were going to the hobby shop and being the first one to actually show that vehicle, not buying it, but looking at their display model.
Yeah, but not all hobby shop will allow you to go in there with a camera.
That's correct. When I was in the hobby shop, he was in two minds whether he'd let me film that time and stuff like that. I asked him and stuff, and he was a bit hesitant. So can't always happen. But you seem to be doing all right, Steve-O. Of course, they'll get hits, but if you got, I usually go on a spending spree and I buy whatever, but they're not always going to be like something new that comes out because I can't afford something like that Traxxas Rustler that's come out. What's that? That's worth like $800 here. So in what he said in his video, and he's been around a long time, I totally agree with what he says. Now, I'm not having a go at Tony at all at this because Tony gets stuff sent to him. Tony's built this channel over the years, So, but for people that haven't got the money to go out and buy these expensive RCs that come out, especially here, forget about buying them here. It's ridiculous. You go on my channel, for example, and I've got the same RCs, and I don't get a lot of views. I average, what is it, maybe 150, 200 views a video. So if we don't bring out content where there's something that just came out, your concept is pretty good, Steve-O, that you're showing people. That's why you get the views. But you're not actually buying them. You're actually showing people what's coming out, which is pretty good, right? But for us little guys, we got no hope, right? You share your videos on social media like Tank says or wherever, but still, people want to see what's out, what's coming out. Am I correct, Tony? Tony's quiet.
Whatever's on their mind that moment.
Yeah. Well, and, it helps to get some of that new stuff. Like, I've been looking at the new Revo just because I know everyone's going to be wondering about it.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you're here...
I don't need a Revo, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, but if you're here or in Canada, because Canadian money is the same as ours, forget about buying one. They're over $1,000
for a Rustler.
Well, the Rustler's around 800. I think it's around $800 here.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, what's the price over there?
400.
Well, $369 at my place.
There you go, $369.
Cool.
Because our Aussie dollar and the Canadian dollar is, pretty weak against the US dollar. we've got no hope. You know, you've got to have a lot of money to start buying these RCs.
Mhm.
Oh, in a
So
little bit, it's going to be worse. We're getting tariffs as of this month, October 1st. Prices are going up on everything in the
prices are going up. Yeah.
hobby.
So, you know, us little channel, I mean, I just got to 1K after so many years, but, you know, we if you haven't got any new stuff and you use the same RCs all the time, you know, people say, oh, but, you know, we've seen all this. We can't keep spending money on new RCs we can't afford, and little channels don't have a hope. Now, he did also mention that big channels don't support little channels. Well, I kind of disagree with that, because the bigger channels, notifications, emails, and all that, you know, it's too much to keep up with. I mean, I have troubles, and I'm only small, but on my other channel it's different. But I can't keep up. You know, I get to whoever I can get to, and I've got to juggle 2 channels in a group. So, you know, he was right in what he said in his. I agree with him about that, but that's going to happen no matter what, because if people are buying new RCs and unboxing them, reviewing them, and all that, of course they're going to get views and all that sort of stuff.
Gotta find a hook. Something that's interesting to people.
Something different, something that interests.
I think out of the box. You know, I try. I mean, I can film every day, like a lot of people do. I know there's people that upload videos every day, but the same thing. But if I've got to do something apart from slow motion, whatever, I've got to think of something different. You know, I tried to be as, you know, think way outside the box as much as I can. Otherwise, my videos are just going to be the same all the time, you know?
Yeah, but that's hard to do, always thinking of a new way to videotape, and always, if you try to upload 1 video a day or 2 videos a day or 1 every 2 days. Sorry.
That wasn't, yeah, I know, but that was an example though, because I know people on both my channels that upload every single day, and it's the same stuff. It's just repetitive, right? And if I did that, it'd be the same thing. So, you know, I just, when I go out and film, I've got to think of something. I don't know. I've always been like that for years, but I've got to think of what can I do that's different. You know, like when me and I forget his name, when we did the we were the first 2 to do the what's it called, the
collaborative.
What's it called, the pole with the caster wheel on it. I put it on top of my car, the 360 view.
Yeah, the 360 camera that swivel.
Yeah. The car. Yeah, the swivel mount. Sorry, couldn't even get what it was. It was only 2 people that did it, and then people asked me how you make them and this and that, blah blah blah, and you know, that came and kind of went. I did a lot of road runs with that, with all my different GVs just down the road. Yeah, but I don't know. I just always try to think of other stuff to do. What else can I think of? You know, like the boat video is just a straight out. There's not going to be any fancy, you know, zooming or editing. It's just going to be me holding the remote with a camera on it. Lake bashing, Steve-O. Lake bashing, mate. Lake bashing.
Yeah.
I watch some channels that have no editing. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, sometimes the uncut's good, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that seem to get views walking around with a camera and facing it to the ground. Yeah, no worries, mate. I like to see a dirt track all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And the RC is somewhere in the distance.
Right. The little dot.
Actually, I think I mentioned to you in your that trail course. That's unbelievable. That I love that. That skull.
Yeah,
that skull was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool because it's
so,
on a teeter totter, so you go
that
through
was
it
fantastic.
when you get inside, the teeter totter closes the mouth on it, so and then you drive through the back.
That was just, I've never seen anything like that. That was just awesome. You see that tank?
The what?
Did you see the trail courses Steve I ran on?
No, I don't think. No, I haven't watched any of his videos lately. I've been busy at work. Like I work.
You should see this trail course he's at. That's unreal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a really cool skull with the mouth that opens.
Yeah.
Is that the one you
Oh,
went
I've seen the
with Wade
pictures.
also?
I've seen the pictures, but I haven't seen any videos.
Yeah, no, that skull was awesome. When I saw that, I thought that's just fantastic.
Yeah,
What was it?
I saw
$5 a
that.
day. Yep.
And I looked at it. I go, hey, maybe I can do that at my house, but that's a lot of trouble. It's a lot of work.
Oh, that looks like it's there's a lot of work in that course. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, they got those bridges that go all the way around the course, and they're way up high. But I was in my chair. If you could see how far away I was, that's why I had my buddy spotting me. I'm like, left, right, which way?
Yeah. No, that was just awesome.
Yeah, best $5 I ever spent. I like that place.
That's not bad. $5 for a whole day.
And they have a racetrack too that you can go to. Both tracks for $5 for the whole day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
do a bit of crawling and then go do a bit of bashing.
Yeah, I never knew it was there. It was actually 2 doors down from my old work, right about 3 miles from my house. It's like back hidden. This place was like kind of hidden back like a factory.
Yeah, I remember Tony did some videos long ago. He was on a trail course.
Ipswich.
Yeah, it was an Ipswich.
Yeah, his BMX.
No, our hobby shop had one for a little while. I do a lot of Ipswich.
That's right.
Stuff.
That's right.
But the hobby shop.
But you did one outdoors. There was a long bridge. I remember the bridge.
Yeah, that's gone. It is gone.
Did you run your tier up there before? Was that the last thing you ran there? Or just
it's alive, Steve.
Oh, what was that?
Pirates coming to life.
That ain't good.
Uh-oh. That's a fail?
Gotta adjust something on that controller.
Major fail.
I tightened something down too much.
Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't turn, or?
Yeah, I just tightened these down, these bolts. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I tightened them. They looked loose, so I tightened them down. Yep. Tightened too much. Yeah.
It's alive.
Now to destroy it.
Yeah, don't break it on the first run. Don't do it.
So what's the name of that one that you have?
This is the Pirates 2.
Pirates 2? Okay.
Yeah.
And how much is the kit or the...
That's a good question.
I don't know if they're selling the kits still. I know they started selling the RTRs again.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I think it's just over $200.
Really? It seems pretty well built. I mean, the shocks are awesome on here. Let's see what they call it here. They don't call it that anymore. They call it like numbers 9021 or something.
That's from who?
The GearBest or Banggood?
Yeah. This one's from GearBest. ZD Racing. But the shocks on it are nice. I mean, they're huge. I'm looking. They don't name it the Pirates 2. So this is the kit version. It's $160.
That's just nuts.
With no electronics. But I mean, it's got nice drive shafts, got nice motor mount on here, aluminum shock towers. The shock bodies themselves are aluminum, and the caps got an aluminum chassis, a thick aluminum chassis too, like 4 or 5 mil thick. Looks like a caliper somewhere. How thick it is?
What's the body on that, Tony?
What's the what? The body?
The body on it. Yeah.
I'll grab it 1 second here. Let me see if I can get a measurement on this. I don't know if I'll be able to get it with the tires on.
Chuggy
Probably
style.
5 millimeter thick.
4.
Or
About 4, yep. And the body,
Oh, yeah.
yep, looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Just another HSP.
Yep, that's what it is.
yeah.
Of course it is. They're all the same, mate.
Kind of like
They're all the same.
they
That's,
kind of.
that's just like that R5. The new Red Cat is a HSP
Oh, yeah.
94090.
They're all the same, mate. All
Man,
the
that's
same.
smooth though.
That's got a bit of flex in that.
And I don't know if the body will hit even all the way down.
Look.
I mean, it's not slapping.
Where are you taking it to the skate park?
I don't have a skate park. I got a BMX trail.
The BMX trail, sorry.
Yeah, I'll probably take it there. I
Watch
look like
it.
I've got some fluid coming out of the diff here. Center diff.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a plug here. Make sure it's tight. Yeah, it looks good. This motor should make it be screaming too.
I guess.
So
2500
what's this?
kV.
What is it?
2500 kV. 1/8 scale motor.
1/8 scale motor.
Yeah, 120 amp ESC, I believe.
You're
At
going to run
least
3?
100 amp.
Sounds like a pterodactyl, baby.
What battery are you going to run it? Yeah, just the 3S?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3S in it. People run these on 4S, but it's pretty stupid. Like, I'm not going for speed. For those BMX trails, all it's gonna do is send it higher. You know, it's not gonna
That's it,
help you
yeah.
clear it. Usually, you're hitting them at half throttle anyway. All you're using your speed for is to make it flip.
Yeah, get some slow-mo shots on the jumps.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll probably try and get somebody maybe to come out there and help film.
Yeah.
Can't find somebody.
You still have the
Or to drive it.
You have the part number?
For what, this truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 9116. ZD Racing 9116. I'll have to do a video just showing what I got in there before I break it. Because I think the motor you can get if you wanted to buy out these parts. The motor, how much does the motor run?
Wow, I got 368 Canadian.
Really?
For the kit or the RTR?
Might be the RTR. Hold on. No, it says truck kit version. Makes no friggin' sense.
So the motor is $41 for the JLB motor.
$394 for the ready to run.
What? There's
So
barely
that's-
any more.
$394 for the ready to run and $368 for the kit Canadian.
That doesn't make any sense. How does that make any sense?
It
Gotta be
don't.
some excellent electronics.
That's unreal.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm clicking on it right here. Here.
I'm clicking on it too.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yep.
160.
You must get special price.
I'm not logged in. I might have to order another one.
That's a good price.
$60. So I'm looking at the Pro MT, and this would kind of be in that class
Okay.
because it's basically you're getting a roller. They give you the pinion gear and everything for it. All the mounts for the servo, and I should have left their end on it. I just found that they had it's the larger size.
See, look at the price, 368, Monster Kit version. And if I click here, this is the truck with 126 ESC.
Shoot, that's a killer price on the ESC.
394
motor
or 368.
Yeah, you're getting 100
say,
ESC for 30 Canadian basically.
So this price is
you get in the kit.
this price is not bad with electronics, but this one is a
Terrible. Try kit, no electronic parts at the size at the bottom.
Oh yeah, low configuration
210. That's what I said. Was which kit are you looking at? That's what you had, the electronics in the other one.
I'm not sure if it's with electronics. This
it is. It's low config, so you don't get the 120 amp ESC. So there's 3 versions of it.
High configuration. So 210 without electronics.
That's a really good price.
Yeah. Now, the center diff looks like good size. I can't really tell these front and rear. I mean, the drive shafts and the dog bones are big. I'm just wondering what the size of the diff is on the inside here. But it's got sway bars, anti-sway bars. Yeah, the shocks are nice. They got covers on them and everything. Dust protective. It goes together real clean because it's got a box here for your receiver that's mounted as part of the servo case. So it mounts right up on the top there.
That's a good idea.
And it's enclosed there, so it's nice.
Mm.
Everything just cleanly sits in its little separated 4 compartments, you know? Looks all right. I like it. I like the layout for sure. I mean, I chose to put the ESC and stuff over here. Just made sense. But yeah, this would be, I think, the 120 amp version. Basically, is what it would be like. How I have it configured right now.
Okay.
Because it's just that 120 amp version of the JLB stuck in here. But time will tell. We'll take it out, Steve-O. I know you wanted to see it go.
Oh yeah.
For the people in the chat, I just pasted the link for that truck that we were just showing. Anybody wants to go see it? So Louis LPRC says if it doesn't rain, he'll be running the UDR Sunday.
Nice.
Get that thing dirty.
Has anybody seen that, like, compared? Anybody do a side by side of that with the Losi Baja Ray? I looked at the Losi today, and it's a nice looking truck.
It's bigger. I know that.
Yeah.
I think there's some videos out there.
I'm just curious, like, side by side comparison. Somebody that owns them both and what they think.
Oh yeah. What's his name does? Shit. He always does nice reviews, and he's got a young son. His reviews are real clean, like nice white table and white wall and everything. I'm trying to think of his name. He's from New York. No, not Gary. This guy's like, what's his channel name?
Is the Clodbuster guy?
No, not Clodbusted. Yeah, but he has both of them, and he did side by side.
RC Network?
No. Oh, what the hell is his name?
All the white backgrounds I can think of. White tables.
Oh, I'm going to take off, guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the hangout.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, Jack.
Thanks for dropping in.
Steve-O, Tank, Egan, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Tony,
See you.
see
I
you
don't know if I'll
later.
be on tomorrow now, but I'll see you.
No worries, mate. Bye.
Okay, I think I remembered it. Ready, Set, RC. I think
Oh, yeah.
the guy's name.
Okay.
I
Cool.
think he's got a comparison because I know he's got both of them.
We'll check that out.
Louis put a link for his body, the hydro dip bodies. Like he's got 3 bodies, and they look nice.
Yeah, Pit Dog.
Yeah.
That's the type I'm trying to do. Some,
Even that aluminum or mirror looks nice, but it's gonna get scratched up so fast. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think he runs those bodies. I think he paid over $200 each for just the body.
Nice bodies just to go bashing, that's for sure.
Looks real good. Snap on. Elm Street.
Time to post on Instagram. So who looked at the Harley design, the drag bolt?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we won't know till Friday who's the winner.
Right. Yeah, he got 57 miles an hour or something.
Who, Scale Builders Guild or Harley?
Harley. He didn't really get the optimal run.
I thought he was up to 60.
Harley did hit the 60.
But he has previously hit 60, but he changed his whole setup and put that pan on the bottom and put Tekin motor in it.
Yes, and with that he went 57. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. But he didn't get an optimal run out of it.
He broke some stuff again on the video today.
I think he left his GPS on. Couldn't get the last speed run on.
Yeah, left it on for an hour and it died.
So what'd you do? Put a light kit in your TF2?
Yep. Just plopped a lighting kit into it. I think I'm done with it for now.
Is that the Marlin?
Yep.
Nice.
Have you seen these little worn winch covers yet?
Oh, no, I have not. That's pretty awesome.
So it's just a cover that goes right over the winch.
Yeah, a little neoprene cover. A stretchy thing.
Oh.
I got an old sock that I could use.
Is that like $20?
That was like 10 for 2 of them.
Somebody else custom making them, or is it RC 4-wheel drive?
RC 4-wheel drive. They sell them on Horizon Hobbies. And yeah, painted the MC. You see it here. Just used a paint pen.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Painted all my little hooks black. Painted the handles and painted the door so they look separated. Put a snorkel on it and fenders and.
Ready to go scratch it up.
All right, ready to set it back on the shelf. I have a deadbolt that I drive most of the time, but yeah, I probably will be driving this pretty soon. I'm looking into some smaller tires for it, though. I think I want to get some 155s, make it really challenging.
Yeah, if I didn't have those 2.2s on that video from yesterday, I wouldn't have made it over half the stuff that I was making over.
Yeah.
Those things are just great. You lock both discs and go, and that thing just climbs and owns it.
Nice. Bells in your Traxxas.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I see why people get addicted to crawling. That was my first time ever crawling and the first run with that thing, and I was just like thinking about it last night. I'm like, damn, I want to go again.
I got a rock garden. I can sit on my front porch and I can crawl right there. I got rock garden out back. Good times.
Yeah, because some of the stuff you look at and you're like, oh man, this thing ain't gonna go over that, and then next thing you know, it does a little hop and then it goes right over.
Yeah.
Fun.
Which crawler do you have? You have the TRX4, I think, eh?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You run that on 2S or 3S?
3S.
Yes.
Yeah. The battery lasted. It hit low voltage, like right when we were washing the trucks off with the hose at the place. So it lasted a good amount of time. I think it's a 5500.
Oh, yeah.
That should go all day, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were there pretty much all day.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Truck's ready to go. Nice.
I picked up some of the scale hubs too, but you got to get install tools.
Hmm.
I have one of them, but not the other one. Sorry, Frank, I cut you off there.
Wait a minute. Since when does the Marlin has round headlights? I thought they had square headlights.
No, that's the new thing that this has, is that it's got the round headlights.
Okay.
Which is that what people prefer? Because I know a buddy of mine was changing his out.
Yeah.
From the original. I think he went to the round ones.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
trying
the
to
round or the old ones.
trying to
The
figure out which model.
truck.
I think it's the 1980. Has the round headlights and the little hooks on the back. And
what do you got, tape on there or something?
yeah, the headlight came off, so I put some shoe glue on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last crawl I went to, mine came off also. The little flasher on the side hit a big rock. I tried to force my way through, and all of a sudden I see something fly, and I look on the ground, and I see it's a very small piece of plastic. I was happy to find it.
Yeah, right. And I put the bobbleheads in here. I put some dowel hands on it off of like a 10 scale figure, and I put some old earrings on it for rings.
You gotta go up.
Because we have you online, show your bobblehead.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I can't see what I'm doing here. Can you see it? Here, maybe I can do it from back here. It'll be better. Can you see that?
Yeah. Looks like a voodoo doll from here.
Right? Maybe I can get an inside picture. Hold on. I'll give you. There. Or maybe not. I don't know how the hell I'll do it. I'll just take I'll take the dashboard out. Give me a second. Make it a lot easier.
Oh, if it's too much trouble, don't worry too much about it.
Nah, it's just 2 screws. 1 sec.
Maybe I can just show your picture you took and you gave me a while ago.
There you go. Yeah, because that was before I put the hands on it and blinged it out with jewelry. Had some starter earrings, like fake diamond earrings.
Oh, yeah?
So I drilled holes through the hands and put them in.
But you got all organized up above you too.
There it is.
Thanks.
Oh.
Wait, keep the bobblehead up for a second.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I didn't know you had it ready.
You see it?
Yeah.
You changed the hands.
Yeah, I put big hands on it. It's got rings now. Got a big ruby ring and a diamond and some blue thing. I put a necklace on it. But I gotta draw the face again, and now that I have that face done. Oh, up above I got cars and G.I. Joes and
So there it is with the picture.
bobbleheads. And
Before he put the big hands on it. Picture of it.
That's funny. You get points for that?
And he's
Scale item.
got RC Talk written on his shirt.
Yep.
That was funny.
I just made it out of some disassembled lighters and some little bits and pieces I saved from work.
And the fisherman lure for the head hair.
Yeah, for the hair. Yep.
That's awesome.
I hope that's not supposed to be me because I know my hair is messy sometimes, but it is not me.
Right now.
Louis LPRC says it looks like Steve O.D.
Right.
Hey Val, how you doing? We've been talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. We had Outback Jack here for a little while. And it's 11:45.
Yeah, Tony, what are you talking about? All the crap up on the shelves up there? You can see it.
Yeah, what is it?
I saw like all the black things stacked. That's what I was looking at.
Oh, those are black figures for Star Wars. Just like 20 or 30 of them.
The what?
The black figures for Star Wars, like the 6-inch ones.
Oh,
The
okay.
ones that are out.
Cool. Bucks RC World, how you doing?
Hey, couldn't call you back. I was on the talk.
Yeah, he decided to come on RC Talk instead of calling you back. I hope you don't mind. But if you need to contact him, just chat with him right now, and we'll translate, and I'll tell him everything that you need to be told. Hopefully, it's not private.
Now we just talk about RC.
Yeah, and that's all. Congrats, Steve O.D. Just like Bucks RC was saying, Steve O.D. did reach 1,000 subs today. So it took him less than a year to actually get there. So good job.
Thanks, everybody.
Definitely.
Bunch of good people, too, though. Met a lot of cool people.
Cool. Looks like you're missing a dry shaft for that car.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right here. Redoing diff fluids. I did the front. Now I'm doing the rear. I'm just cleaning it up, and then I'll do the center.
Cool.
What truck is that? The Revo or the UDI?
No, that's the Creighton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause they give you stock. They give you 10K in the front, center, and rear. But I'm gonna thicken it up. I put 50 in the front. I'm gonna do 100, and then in the back I'll go back to 10. So,
Yeah, I can see now the wing. There's something blocking it before.
oh yeah.
Cool.
I keep looking at the Creighton every time I go into the hobby shop.
Nice car.
Yeah, it's durable. Might have a hard time breaking that one.
Yeah, I just haven't been out to those trails in a long time.
You don't know me very good, do you? He usually takes his RCs up a tree or in a tree, one or the other.
Or both.
Yeah, try to climb up the tree.
Does some good backflips. I still have not got the backflip thing down yet.
Bucks RC so well is saying, Tony, any word on making those decals?
Oh yeah, that's who I referred him to.
Okay.
Because he wants to get some of those reverse vinyl stickers,
Yes.
like how you put them on the inside of the body, Tony. He's building a mega truck for our little race group, and he's got certain ones that he wants, so that you might be able to somehow print them up for him. For you buy them, of course. But I told him to look for you on Etsy, and he couldn't find you, so I just sent him a link to your video last night.
Okay.
So I don't know if he left a message for you or not.
I don't know. I get a lot, and I usually start checking them about this time while we're on right now. In the evenings, I try and get around to looking. I don't see anything on YouTube.
Either that or it might be on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I might have seen something on Facebook. Let me see. Got something from Wade. Is that it?
That's him.
There, Tony, you got work now to do.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on them. If they've got the design and all that done, or whether I have to design it and all of that. So I guess that's where it depends. Some people already have the logo, or they design it in Photoshop and they give me dimensions, and I just literally cut it and prep it. Because I've got like the blue material that you use for like windows and all that. I have that type of a material for it's a removable vinyl for masking. So I do have that material to do it. But I mean, some people ask what a cost is, and a cost hard to say, because if the design is done, it doesn't cost much. I just cut it, and material and the time for that is not much. If I have to design a logo or whatever, then it gets more expensive.
Build labor.
Yeah. So, and I don't have a whole lot of time either. That's the other problem. I'm behind on everything in life. But yeah. So I guess that's what it comes down to. If it's simple, I can do simple pretty quick.
So if I did my RC channel stickers like this, what size would be good for you guys? What size would you guys like to have?
Like a
2-inch?
yeah,
2-inch
bumper sticker.
Inch and a half? Or would you put it, if I made them smaller, would you put them on your truck?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm thinking of making two types. One that would be small, but another one that would actually be vinyl cut, and it'd be just a black or white.
Right.
But they'd be the type that it's just a vinyl cutout, that it has the backing on it that you actually scrape onto a car and then you peel it off, and it's a vinyl cut.
Nice.
That's what I have the material to do, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
If that's what the person's looking for, yeah.
That'd be cool.
If it's vinyl, 2 inches wide would be cool.
It's especially to put on, if I do it like a vinyl cut, it's going to be to put on the RCs. But if I make some that are square and white background, it's going to be made to put on a channel board. So I'm thinking of doing two different types.
Yeah, if you do the channel board one, I do it bigger. I do it 3 inches.
Yeah, 3 inches wide or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm debating of putting the name under the beard or leaving it on the side. On the side, it's not bad, but under it is also nice.
Oh, we lose Keegan?
No, I'm here.
You could probably do it bigger if you're doing like square or something, you know, or square shape. It'd be 3 by 3.
Yeah.
Or 2.5 by 2.5. I think that's what my squares are. And I get those pretty cheap from 123stickers.com.
Okay.
For like simple black and white. And you can either do circle or square.
Yeah.
I mean, they do all kinds of shapes. I do square because of my logo shape, but
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it both ways, black and white, black on white, and also white on black.
Yeah. When you've seen what I've done too, where if you just find a company that has a cheap setup,
Okay.
you could just stack that 3 times on a 3-inch sticker that's square, and then just cut them out, and get a better price that way. That's what I did, you know, for mine, and then I just threw them into Photoshop and stacked the design onto a 3 by 3 square, because I think that's what the best price sticker was, and then I just cut them out.
And it'd be cool to have that, the Tank RC, like on a t-shirt, but just small, but at the back of the neck on the Tank RC, and have this in the front. And that one is RC Talk with the Tank RC.
If you want me to write it in a circle around it or something, just tell me and I can do whatever you want.
And that's his scribble. So I converted it, and that's what I had to work with when he gave it to me.
Yeah, I just jotted a couple things down. I still got it here.
I guess Kagan was bored that night, had nothing to do, so.
Yeah, looks cool. I like the other tank one too.
This one?
With the actual tank.
Oh yes, the one with the tank on it.
Yeah, I kind of stole that from Tim the Toolman Taylor, Home Improvement.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I see that now with the.
Yeah,
right.
Yep. It's just I'm trying to get away from people thinking I do tanks. I only have one. So that's the I like it. It looks cool, but I like this better.
Yep.
In the sense that it represents me better.
I can make it look like a TF2.
What do you mean make it look like a TF2?
Like a Toyota pickup instead of a tank.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, true.
No, I like the face.
Yeah.
I'd probably, though, if you're gonna do it on the side ones, though, I'd make the words bigger.
Okay.
Expand it just for when you do stickers for cars. Otherwise, the head's gonna be really big, and you're not probably gonna be able to read the type.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
But other than, I mean, I like it. I mean, I like it small in that design. I just think when you go to the sticker size, if you're only doing 2 inches wide, it might be really small.
Yeah, and I like the fact that if it's with the vinyl and it's a vinyl cut with the sheet that helps you apply it, you can actually cut the tank, and you could separate the tank
wherever you want.
You put it on top. You can put it pretty much anywhere you want.
Yep.
So it makes it flexible that way. So I got to go look at a couple, well, come up with the final design and go see the local people here that does vinyl and find out how much it costs to get a bunch of them done. Now, I'm not going to send the vinyl cut to everybody, but some people will be getting them, because if I start doing that, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg just to get all those stickers out.
Yeah, they get expensive. Yeah. Because what they're going to charge you for, and you might have to clean up the design a little bit, because all those little holes in there,
Yeah.
they're going to have to weed all that out with tweezers, basically, to
So
take all that out.
It'd be better just to have rough exterior edges.
Rough exterior edges and not the gaps in the actual line when you actually do it. You just kind of, because it also just takes forever for your little cutter to go around all that.
Yeah.
So usually when I bring that kind of design in, or even my own, I do it on my phone, and I kind of have it simplify the edges. There's a slider.
Well, for
them down.
For the square one or the rectangle one, for just as channel sticker, yeah, like that is fine, because you see little dots.
Printed, yep.
It's white on black. But it's just like your sticker, you've got a lot of little things inside. But yeah, if I do a cutout, a vinyl cutout, then yes, I do have to make sure that the interior is all black, in other words, which is still going to look good.
Oh yeah, it still look really cool. Because the edging and all that, it's just the internal part of the lines.
Yeah.
I learned that when I made a couple of shirts. I'm like, man, I got to weed every one of these now, that every time I do it. So I simplified the design so I wouldn't have all the little interior little parts inside it to do. I only had the exterior and then really big internal parts, like you have to pull out the full face and the eyeball parts. But you don't want to have to go into each one of the lines around the head and pull out little white dots out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mine has a whole bunch of cut-ins, and even on the interior, on the real design.
Yeah, well, your sticker that you gave me, I don't know if it's one of the first, but that one has a lot, like on the C, there's a lot of little black lines.
Yeah, when I do the vinyl, I just fill those in.
Okay.
The interior parts, yeah. Yeah, because it's messy. It's real messy.
Well, I should send you the file and put it on one of your trucks and see what it looks like.
There you go.
Put it on one of your monster truck.
And I got that new crawler I'm working on. I got a whole sticker window on the rear of it.
You got room in there?
Oh, I got tons of room on here.
Cool.
Or on the bumper. Nothing on the bumper.
Yeah, you do white on black or just white vinyl?
Yep. Finally put the front on that too, the bottom lip.
Cool.
Underneath it. So that truck's almost ready to go. But now that I've put batteries and stuff on, I realize the shock oil is not thick enough.
Need some of that 300 weight that Frank was showing.
Yeah, I mean it's sagging. You can see.
Can't you unscrew those to make them tighter?
Yeah, preset screws.
Oh, I do that too. Yeah. They're all the way up. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, but you should be able to bring them down.
Yeah, I'll try that. A little harder at the beginning.
Yeah, they are. Don't break it.
Well, I forgot to screw the bumper on. I didn't screw it into the frame. I put the pins and clips and everything in there. But when I actually tested it on here, I didn't actually screw it in, apparently. Amazon bumper.
Now, when you're buying a bumper mount, keep in mind if that's a 40 millimeter or 43 millimeter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I found out the hard way. I had to get a different mount.
Oh yeah.
For the front, you mean?
Yep.
For those posts?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Center to center, I think it's 40 millimeter or 43.
I just took the flat plate that was there, and I just
Right.
bored right
Drilled it.
through it.
Yep.
But it's really flimsy, so it moves around. But it gave me a test to look at it at least. So I did not count how many times I just went around. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, so you're making sure you got the same height on both sides?
Yeah.
Come on, eyeball it. Eyeball it.
Oh, I also today just did the links too.
Oh yeah?
This is a shortened wheelbase.
Your dry shaft is disconnected.
Yeah, I don't have the grub screws for them. So I
That
put the
one
over tubing on them.
Frank is the drive shaft police tonight. He keeps finding drive shafts disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all the way. These are way too loose, too much play in the shocks. Pop them a little bit, even in the rear here.
Well, don't make them too tight, because when you're going to hit a hill, it's supposed to bounce back.
No, I'm just dropping them a little.
Yeah.
They're pretty soft.
Well, a lot of people, they try to do my 52-degree hill, and as soon as they and it's the attack angle is kind of steep. The problem is when their shock is too springy. As soon as they hit it, it compresses, and then it just kicks the whole truck back. So it flips because the shocks are not soft enough. So if you have your shocks tuned right, you make that hill. But if you don't, you're just going to flip it.
Yeah, I just don't want to sag when I have the body on.
Looks better.
Pretty soft. I mean, it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, we were talking. I was trying to figure that channel name out, and I just seen a notification from Ready Set RC.
Yeah.
That's the channel.
Yeah, that looks good. I don't like how the bumper meets up with this body, though.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I have to put smaller tires on if I want to sit this lower.
Okay.
I can drop this whole shell down and get this closer to the bumper.
You should try droop. Just take the springs out of the shock and see how it sits.
Shit.
But yeah, tires. I'm not a fan of the chrome. I never am a fan of chrome, but
You're not a fan of what?
the chrome rims.
Okay.
I just think it'd look tougher if they were black.
Cool. Yeah.
I mean, it sets it off having the chrome. I'll say that.
Well, chrome or gray, I think it would look better if it's gray, because your tires are black, so it would give a good contrast between the body, the tires, and the rims if they were gray.
Yeah. But even the tires, I don't love the look of the tire.
Go to the local store where they sell car parts. They have some spray paint to spray rims.
Yeah.
It's
well, these aren't metal, so these are just plastic.
yeah, it's still gonna work.
Okay.
But it's a liquid plastic that you spray the rims for cars, and there's different colors.
Is it kind of like plastic dip?
Yeah, it's like Plasti Dip. It's the same company that makes it.
Yeah.
But you can get different colors. So I'm going to try that with my son's truck. His truck is red, so I'm going to paint them red and see how they turn out. So you could do the same thing. And what's nice with it, if you don't like it, you just peel it off.
Right. Well, what I was just going to do is put on other black rims I have and see how it looks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan of black rims, so.
Are those tires glued to the rim?
What? Yeah. But I've just spray painted them before anyway. Tires and all. I did that with my Stampede, the Gravedigger. It just soaks into the rubber and makes them look nice again. But yeah, I mean, most of my trucks all have black. I've thought about just stealing off these tires. I actually think the size might look better too. Whoops, see?
You'd have to lower the body. You'd have to lower it.
Well, that's right. The body's only this high because of the tires and the clearance. So, but it's just a smaller. They're still 1.9s.
Yeah.
But I just think it'd look more scale with that tire. And then sit it lower, which would allow me then to have the body sitting closer to the bumper.
Yep.
Because it's so high right now that you've got this weird gap. I mean, I can stick my finger between the bumper and the bottom side of that piece here. But if I drop the tires smaller, oops.
Yep.
Series 1.
You can try it.
I'm channeling her right now.
Series, what should I do? What tire?
But yeah, it's looking good though. I'm liking it.
Cool.
So once I get this thing, so it's a little bit more rigid than that, and figure out what I'm gonna do with tires. It should be close to done. And I get the drive shafts in for tank.
I'm
A good 2-inch gap on that front end. It's weird.
tomorrow night on RC Talk. I should have my son's truck back. The guy that's making me the back panel. So
Yeah.
He's made the back panel. He's made the hardware to install it on the frame. I think he made rock sliders. He was supposed to make me rock sliders and a pan to put electronics on the side. So he's made a bunch of stuff, and he actually made the wood deck at the back. So I can't wait to see what it looks like. He didn't send me pictures yet, but he's supposed to drop it off tomorrow night. So
Cool.
after supper. So I should have it for RC Talk and show it off. It looks good.
So you
I
gave
put
him
a
the
picture on
dashboard.
Instagram, and it's almost one of my most favorite clicks on it. There's a lot of clicks, so it's nice. How many clicks did I have on it? Well, 66. That's pretty good for that picture.
Not bad. All right, guys, I gotta head out. My wife's out of town, so I gotta make sure I wake up, get the kids ready for school, so I can't slough off in the morning like I normally do if I'm up late.
Same thing with me. We've been going on well over 2 hours, a little over 2 hours and a half. So that's pretty good. Thanks for joining, guys. We're going to cut this short anyways. So thanks for everybody that joined in. It was cool. Thanks everybody that was in the chat room. And don't forget to give a thumbs up and comment. And if you want to see anything or talk about anything, let us know. And thank you everybody for jumping in. Thanks.
All right, see you guys.
See you guys.
Talk soon, guys.